Today we're going to review the cycle route from Highton Village up to Fryers Road along Belle Vue Avenue. So it starts in Highton, which is a little village that services the local surrounding suburbs. And we look on it on a map. It starts down here just off Barrable Road where the village is, and then we're going to ride up along this cycle route, which is marked as cycle lanes, all the way along Belle Vue Avenue up to Fryers Road. The last bit is actually not actually a cycle route, but I thought it'd continue on to the end of the street. And then we're going to ride back again and compare what it's like on the other side on the way back down. So starting here in Highton Village, this is just a local shopping area. It's fairly congested. Everything's moving slow. It's relatively safe in here. There's pedestrians, there's cars, there's traffic lights at the end. But there's no actual dedicated bike infrastructure through here at all. So you do have to be a bit careful if you're on a bike. I guess you could just hop off and walk your bike through the paths there, but it kind of defeats the purpose. This little pedestrian crossing here, I've actually been knocked off by a car on that pedestrian crossing when I was just sort of rolling over it. Car didn't look and knocked me over. So crossing up here, and we can see I guess some indication of a bit of a bike lane there. It's not really marked as a bike lane, it's just got a stencil on the road. So it's not actually technically a bike lane there, it hasn't got a sign to say it's starting. And the same here as we continue. So it's really just a painted shoulder here with a bike symbol in it. So we continue along here. This all looks pretty good. Again, the bike lane hasn't technically started here, but it all looks pretty good. Plenty of space here. There's a good traffic calming feature up ahead, a speed hump which keeps the cars down to a reasonable speed and makes it quite pleasant for cyclists. However, you can see here, this photo I took some time ago. It's not actually treated very well, or cyclists are treated with a bit of disregard. So it's actually just in front of that cycle lane, so the sign was actually technically in the shoulder, but that's a bit, I guess, defeats the purpose because it totally disconnects the bike lane. We'll go through here. We've got a little bit of protected cycleway here as we go around this corner, and on this route all the left-hand bends like this do have a bit of protection in there from traffic, and another traffic calming feature along there. The speed limit along here is 40 kilometres an hour, so it's actually pretty good in terms of I guess of safety with surrounding cars. Another bike lane sign there as we go past, so it tells us that we're in the right place. However, if we look up further here, this is where it falls to pieces, and this makes it quite terrible for cyclists. Although it's signed as a bike lane, not sure how you're meant to get in there. And it's full of cars all the way up. I'm not even sure why they've even put the cycle lane sign there. There is some traffic calming features here again, which keeps the traffic down to slow speed. So another cyclist coming the other way, so it does actually get used. We just scroll up here, quickly up a bit further. To some more traffic calming features, and over the speed hump, and we can see we've got a 40 km/h sign. So most of the time the cars do slow down to 40 because they've got to cross over the speed humps, but there are a couple of sections like this where you quite often see cars going faster than 40. Again, repeated, which is good. These signs are continually repeated. Just coming up here on the right here now, we have a school and a daycare centre. So it's, I guess it's got a bit of painted cycleway there, but the car parks are on the inside, on the other side there. So again, not much room here to ride in the cycleway. I'm trying to ride in there just for the video, but I wouldn't normally ride in that lane there because it's in the car door zone. Far too dangerous, even with cars only doing 40 kilometres an hour. Continue up around the bend. Look, another traffic calming feature, which is great. Another speed hump, and we just zoom on up to some next features a little bit further up the road. So we come up here, the speed limit increases up to 50 kilometres an hour. Not sure why they changed from 40 to 50 there. It's still got the same road, still got the same houses either side. We've still got this semi kind of bike lane. But we'll zoom up to the next corner here, and again we've got a little bit of protected bike lane there. We know it should be there. There's another bike lane sign there. It's pretty narrow through here, but I'll take that with a bit of cycleway protection there. We see the cycle lane ends there, but not really much changed from earlier on. Before, this was classed as cycleway with cars parked in it, or bike lane, and now it's no longer bike lane, it's just shoulder. So I'm not sure what the story is there. It seems a bit odd. There's a kid off there riding on the footpath, you can see on the left. I certainly wouldn't be telling my kids to ride on the road because it's probably not really suitable for young kids. So we're approaching up here to the end to Friars Road, and from that way we have to turn right or turn left. It doesn't really get you anywhere because there's no bike infrastructure or bike lanes from this point onwards. You can find your way over a few hundred metres up to some other areas there which will take you down to Warren Pond Shopping Centre. So looking back here now on the return trip, we're going to turn around and heading back down the hill, back towards Highton again. This is a lot faster because it's downhill now, so we'll zoom through, but this is not bike lane either. Along here, this doesn't have any protection at all. It's just a painted line along the road, but you know that's how you've got to ride down here to get onto the so-called bike lane further down. Heading around the right-hand corner there, and then out past another car. Just zooming down here quickly, and then we get to some traffic calming features. So we've hit the 40km/h zone again now. Still haven't seen a bike lane sign yet though on this side of the road, so wondering where it is. Another 40km/h sign, which is good. Keep reminding drivers it's 40 kilometres an hour. Look, we finally found a bike lane sign. A little bit of protection on the inside of the corner as we go around. Again, it is pretty narrow, but I'll take that. We've got this lane here going here. We've got cars crossing that lane as they go into the childcare centre. Not ideal. It'd be good if the lane was on the inside of the parking there. Down around the corner before we hit some more traffic calming features. Oh, it's 50 again now along here. Not sure why. I guess that was 40 just in front of the childcare centre, but we're back to 50 kilometres/h. Didn't actually see a 50 along this section on the way up there. Someone's abandoned bike there on the side of the road, so if I guess a few people do get out and get bikes. Hopefully it's a kid just visiting his mate and has used the road down here. Heading down a bit further and keep following it down, getting closer to Highton again now. We did this one in double speed just to keep it a bit slow. There's a car that squeezed me in. There's a bit of a muscular front move coming up to a speed hump and pushed past me. I need to slow down the speed hump and then we have to brake accordingly. Coming down the last section again, this is still marked as bike lane down here, but it is full of cars again. So some sections on here that have got some potential, but I don't really rate this bike lane that highly. I guess the only thing going for it is it is fairly low volume and the cars are going fairly slow. We come out here on this roundabout here again and back into Highton Village. Nowhere really on the roundabout marking where to go, so you just got to take the middle of the traffic lane. So back to where we started, back here at Highton Village. So overall, yeah, don't rate this one too highly.